Here is our grading department of our factories. So when all the stone finish the polishing, all the stone will send to this department for the grading. So first of all, we will do the cutting grading first, because it's also called the final QC. In this session, we will do all the cut grading, like the symmetry and the polish, and also all the dimension of the stone, like the cut grade. So for the back stone, we will use the microscope to check the polishing lines and if there's any scratch or other tiny little stuff on the surface. If there is some problems, or if the stone is not perfect, they will send it back to the factory to repair it again. Every backstone, what we say backstone will be like 30 points. We will all put on the microscope to look at, because they are going to have a certificate issued by GIA. So definitely we have to check it first before we send it to the laboratory. And then normally we will use that one for paper tray to do the QC. So in different brackets, there are different names of the repairment. So maybe there's some scratch on the tables, or this one is the polish line is not good, and then the brownness of the stone is not perfect. So they have different names of the problems, and then they will send to corresponding department to do the repairment, to make sure all the stone we produce is perfect. So after the final QC of the diamonds, and we call the grading of the cutting, we'll go to the color grading. So you can see we are doing the color grading according to one set of the master stone. Okay. So we will always use the master stone to compare the colors to be the reference of the diamonds. And human eyes actually is very accurate. It's very accurate to determine colors rather than machines. So we always use human eyes to do the color grading. Actually, the grading of diamonds is quite boring and very routine works. So we find that women is better than men because they have more patience to do this. And men will get frustrating if they sit for a long time. And they have more patience, and they are more careful to look at the tiny little stuff. Like for the cutting, they have to see the roundness and then see if there's the polish line, all the similar things, sketches on the surface. And for the karate grading, they have to find some very little tiny point on the back, like the VVS toolstone, and then find all the grading is quite boring and routine, so we choose to use women. Girls is better.